Gold, real estate, stocks, bonds. For decades, these were the go-to investments for building wealth. But in the last 15 years, something new has arrived. It's Bitcoin. Here is the big question. Is Bitcoin actually the most valuable investment compared to these traditional assets? Today, I want to challenge the way you think about value, scarcity, and the future of money. Hi, my name is Dr. Kushan. For over 30 years, I worked as a leadership, management, and finance consultant and trainer across 11 countries, training more than 10,000 people in over 200 organizations. Alongside that career, I began systematically investing in Bitcoin and studying about Bitcoin from 2017. Since then, Bitcoin has transformed my financial life, and now I'm happy to share what I've learned so others can make better informed decisions. This video isn't about financial advice. It's educational, an invitation for you to look at Bitcoin not just as an asset, but as a shift in how we think about value itself. Section 1. Gold. Let's begin with gold, one of the oldest store of value. For thousands of years, gold has been seen as money. It's scarce, it doesn't corrode, and it has a track record as a hedge against inflation. But here's the issue. The supply of gold increases every year as more is mined. Storage and transportation are expensive, and while gold has preserved wealth, it hasn't generated extraordinary growth. To put this in perspective, over the last 10 years, gold has roughly doubled in value. In the same period, Bitcoin has multiplied over 100 times. Both are scarce assets, but Bitcoin is digitally scarce, capped at 21 million coins forever. Unlike gold, no one can mine more than 21 million. Section 2. Real estate. Next, real estate. For most families, real estate is the biggest investment they'll ever make. It's tangible, it provides utility, and in many markets, it has been a strong wealth builder. But real estate also has downside. It requires large amounts of capital, maintenance costs, taxes, and it's not portable. If you own an apartment in Melbourne, you can't move it to Singapore. Compare that to Bitcoin. You can transfer millions across the world in minutes with low fees and without needing permission. And while real estate has appreciated steadily, Bitcoin has outperformed every property market in the world since its creation. Here's something to think about. In 2010, if you bought a house in Sydney for $500,000, today it might be worth around 1.5 million. But if you put the same 500,000 into Bitcoin in 2010, it would be worth billions today. That's not just growth, that's transformational. Section 3. Now let's talk about stocks. The backbone of most retirement funds, stocks can generate dividends, and companies like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft have built fortunes for investors. But stocks depend on management, competition, and economic cycle. They can be inflated or destroyed by government policies or poor leadership. Bitcoin, on the other hand, isn't a company. It doesn't rely on a CEO, a board of directors, or quarterly earnings. It's a decentralized network secured by millions of computers worldwide. Over the last decade, the S&P 500, the most reliable stock index, returned about 200%. Bitcoin returned over 20,000 in the same period. That doesn't mean Bitcoin replaces stock, but it does show how much it has outperformed an asset and all other asset classes. Section 4. Why Bitcoin is different. So what makes Bitcoin different? Scarcity. Only 21 million will ever exist. That's built around the code. Portability, you can carry your wealth anywhere in the world, even in your memory. Diversibility, you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can own a fraction. Independent, it's not controlled by governments or banks. And here's something fascinating. Every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through a halving, where the new supply is cut in half. This programmed scarcity scarcity is why its value tends to rise in 4-year cycles. Think about it. People who have held Bitcoin for at least 4 years have never lost money. That's a track record that doesn't exist with stocks, gold, or real estate. Yes, Bitcoin is volatile, but volatility works both ways. If you can zoom out, ignore the short-term noise, and treat it as a long-term investment, the potential rewards are unmatched. Is Bitcoin the most valuable investment compared to other popular assets? Gold is reliable, real estate is practical, and stocks are essential. But Bitcoin is different. It's not just another investment, it's a form of money designed for the digital age. The question is not whether Bitcoin will outperform in a single year, but whether it gives you something no other asset can. Global, digital, censorship resistant wealth will build scarcity. For me, the answer is yes. Bitcoin is the most valuable investment of our time. Not because it replaces everything else, but because it gives us something truly new. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. Let's keep spreading financial education and awareness. Before I finish, let me be clear. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for educational purposes only. Bitcoin is powerful, but it's also risky and volatile. Always do your own research, think about your financial situation carefully, and consult a licensed professional if needed. Make decisions that are right for you and your future. Bitcoin is a tool. How you use it is up to you. Thank you and see you in the next video.